Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, one of the struggles I've seen is catching up. Like, I haven't played in a little while, like probably 3 months, I don't know. Anyway, I've been doing this, it still works, so I figured I'd share it again just because 1750 is the soft cap. You see, I'm kind of still short. But, I can go here, go to the moon, spawn right at the main spawn. Kind of saving some on deck just because, but I just loaded up on my modules, so I have plenty. I noticed all the mods changed, so I kind of tried to put something together, breezing through them. There's no more energy affliction, so it's a little bit different. I haven't really played with it yet, so this is just kind of something I put together for now. Alright, so where I'm at right here, I'm going to go right up here.
Where did it go?
Just basically make your way in here. I think there's another way, but this is just the easiest way I go. All the way down. So where I'm at. See, you go this way. You can probably skip these guys. I'm just gonna kill them to show you. This is the way I usually take. I kind of want to open up this build a little bit and see if I want to change some of my mods. I like running my abilities and feeding them. I mean, you can build however you guys like. What I recommend is trying them out, test them, all that good stuff. I refer to it as battle test. Actually put it to a trial run with something. So usually there's a champion that spawns in here. But as you can see, he doesn't always spawn here. But he'll be right here. And what you do is you lure him, and that'll be auto rifle, should be overload. Overload auto, and you see the pulse is anti-barrier. Those are the two weapons you'll be needing. But you lure him, be back there, you lure him out, get him all the way up here. Right about here is fine. Then you want to kill him here. He'll drop a chest. You open it, then you hold butt. Back out here. As soon as you get right about here, I mean, you don't have to go through, but right here, and then just do a bow face 180, turn back around, come back in, and open the chest again. And you'll get loot out of it probably 4 or 5 times before it disappears. depending on how fast you are, you can put your mobility up for this. Alright, and you'll see we came in from over here. You can go all the way around the long way. But what I like to do is go this way. So I don't fuck up. This is a barrier champion. And he's gonna drop his chest, right? So then you pick it up. And you can do this numerous times until you get bored, tired of it, what have you. Probably takes 5 to 10 minutes, ideally, on these little series of runs. And then there'll be another champion right here. So these are the two barriers, and what you do is you basically take them out, they drop a chest, you get the loot. And then if you just go back all the way up, they're gonna respawn consistently. The last one I just did a dry run through, I mean it was several spawns before they stopped. And you shouldn't have to equip the highest you pull, so whether it's armor, weapons, what have you, it should, as long as it's in your inventory, you're going to consistently get better loot. But if you haven't hit the soft cap, you're still coming in late, like me. Which now, I just run this game for fun. I don't really stay grinding on it like I used to. I don't even have the new expansion yet. But from the trial it gave you, the test out, with the new subclass, looks pretty dope. I mean, you could add these as you go. Really doesn't matter either way. Get somewhere there's no ads. You don't have to do this, but I just loaded up on modules, so. As long, like I said, as long as they're in your inventory slot, you'll be fine. It'll still give you consistently higher loot. I'm going to save that one for now. Ideally, it's best to hit it, and then once you get to that point, you'll get the soft cap drops, and you can upgrade your other weapons. If you're running multiple armor sets, same thing with that. But as long as you get the one set, you'll be pretty good unless you want to change it out. But it looks like the mods and everything are easier to mess with now. They're more universal, essentially. But this is a good way to get leveled up for stuff before, if you're not there yet, and then run your pinnacles once you hit that soft cap. Otherwise, you'll pretty much be wasting that slot. Which obviously you don't want to do. think I have one piece right now that is... There's a free slot on it, but... There's a better mod that I like, so... And you can see, I mean, they just stay spawning. So, the level up is just going to consistently get easier. I started at 1600 when I came back on my power level, which is this guy right here. And you see I'm already at 1693. This is like the second or third time I've done this specifically. I ran a little bit of other stuff just to do it. Like Banshee bounties. I went to Cosmodrome. Shah Han has a good amount of bounties as well around Cosmodrome. So if you're looking to XP up, that's a good way to do it. Bounties is usually the best way to get your XP up. And these are going to be random drops, so there really is no specific, it's going to be armor, it's going to be a weapon. But ideally, 1750 being the soft cap is where you want to get to. Then you could potentially start looking at, you know, your master runs and Lost Sector stuff if you want to run the exotic drops and try to farm a specific exotic or just get a higher roll, which I need to do myself because I know my Controverse holds are not that high of a base. And if you're wondering, what the hell is he talking about? Doesn't make sense. When you masterwork these with the gold border, they have a base total. This one's 84, 83, 90. Like, that's a good one, obviously. I want to, you know, get to that point. 85. And then your class, Affliction. The Warlock is the Bond. Titan is your belt, your sash, and then the cloak is the Hunters. And that one is actually up high. So what happens is they'll roll with a base. Like, let's say this is 66. That's a good base, because now if I upgrade it, okay, you see the comparison of what I already have on? I'm going to take a huge hit on recovery, intellect, discipline. That'll be a deficit. But as you upgrade it, you're going to have this slot will give you the 10. Okay. So that's going to be 77. That's going to be 86. That'll be 88. Which isn't as good as this one. But that's just kind of how you do it. So it's plus 10, plus 12. To whatever the base starts if it's not masterworked. And that's a 67. So that would be 77, 87, that'd be 89. So it'd be higher than that, but you see where I'm taking a hit on recovery discipline, which is not where I want to take a hit. And they're random drops, but it also will cost you your cores, your prisms, and your shards, which prisms, shards, and your cores. So make sure you get enough of those up if you haven't already, if you're going to masterwork those pieces. If you don't have masterwork stuff yet, don't get frustrated, it'll come. But if you're trying to farm a decent piece before you do it, is what I recommend. Anything 85 really is decent, and he's not here anymore. So you go back to orbit, wash, rinse, repeat. Too easy. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen.